In this lesson, we'll have a look at some of the new functionality that's available to us in ActionScript when targeting Flash Player 11 or Air 3 using Flash Professional CS6. So, what's happened since Flash Player 10? In Flash Player 11, we now have 64-bit Flash Player runtime. So this allows Flash Player to take advantage of more memory, and it also allows it to interoperate with other software that is 64-bit based without a lot of trouble. Flash Player 11 is available on desktop and certain mobile devices, and Air 3 is also available on desktop and certain mobile devices. Flash Player 11 sees a number of enhancements to the mouse APIs. One of those is mouse lock for gaming, and this allows you to lock the mouse when you're in full screen mode in a game so that you can sort of scroll endlessly and not be tied to the top, bottom, left, and right hand sides of the stage. So your mouse would get stuck and you have to move over. It's very cumbersome. Mouse lock alleviates all that. It provides endless scrolling. You can also tie functions to the mouse right-click. This allows us to do things other than bring up the Flash Player menu using the mouse right-click. Similar to that is that it's now possible to completely remove the Flash Player menu when you do a mouse right-click. So that little menu that pops up when you right-click on Flash content, we can totally override that now. Do whatever we want instead. Flash Player 11 also includes a number of drawing and display object enhancements. Among these are display object.remove children, which removes all of the children from a display object. For certain display objects like movie clips, we can now see whether the timeline of that movie clip is playing or not by invoking an isPlaying, and we get back a Boolean for that and can react to it. We also have the ability to draw cubic Bezier curves using the Drawing API. Flash Player 11 also has a number of imaging enhancements. Among these are JPEG XR support. There are no longer any more restrictions on imported resolution of bitmap images, so you can load up images that are as big as you want. And this ties in somewhat with JPEG XR, since JPEG XR is an HD format. And both of these are good for both Stage 3D and other applications. JPEG XR is often used for textures in the case of 3D material, and you never know how big you might need an image to come in for, let's say, constructing a 3D world. So this allows us to bring in images of any resolution. We also have a number of accelerated display enhancements. These include Stage 3D, and Stage 3D, of course, used to be known as the Molehill APIs, and in some cases, a lot of people still call it that. But it's basically GPU accelerated 3D and 2D. We have Stage Video, which is GPU accelerated video. And then we have Stage Text, which takes advantage of native text fields on things like a mobile device. In terms of audio and video, we're able to now do H.264 client-side encoding. We have support for G711 audio codec support. And these are all options for using rich multimedia. So now we have the ability to actually record and encode H.264 on the desktop without relying on servers. We also have some core enhancements. Things like native JSON support. The ability to provide the player with advice on when to run the garbage collector. So you wouldn't want to run the garbage collector when the user is doing something like playing a game. You would want to run the garbage collector between levels. This allows us to do that. And there are lots of other enhancements, bug fixes, and things of that nature. So this has been a very brief overview of some of the new additions and enhancements to ActionScript in Flash Professional CS6 targeting Flash Player 11 or Air 3.